Hey everyone, it's Jeff Salzenstein, and I am in the music room of one of the most famous tennis players in the world. He's a good friend of mine. We go way back when I recruited him when he was trying to decide whether he should go to USC or Stanford. We're so glad he went to Stanford and he went on to bigger and better things. And now this famous tennis player is showing me how to play the drums. Had I learned how to play a musical instrument when I was a kid, I might have been #1 in the world someday. Instead, I had to settle for being almost famous, being a journeyman pro, and attaining that top 100 ranking. So let me introduce none other than Mike Bryan, who's going to be talking to us about the drums. Hey Mike, how you doing?
Jeff, how you doing? Good to have you in California.
Happy to be here.
Okay, I know you give a lot of lessons online, but today you're going to get a lesson. And Bob and I, we started playing music when we were really young. My dad taught us when we were probably 4 or 5 years old, and it's been a big part of our life. We play gigs around the world, and it's a good outlet. It takes away stress. You forget about tennis, and you go off into your own world. It brings down the heart rate, and I recommend you should play some music. But I'm going to teach you how to play drums today. I bet I could teach you in 5 minutes, and I'm going to break it down really simple. And it's basically 4 things you got to learn. So the first thing is you got to hit the foot and the hi-hat together, and then just the hi-hat, and then the hi-hat and the snare together, and then the hi-hat. And if you run that together, it'll sound like this. If you can master that, you can join our band. It's a great brain exercise because you got to use both feet when you get it going, both hands, and it's kind of like doing this, but a little tougher. So get on the drums, and let's see what you got.
All right, I'm getting in here. Like I said before, if I would have known about this when I was younger, it could have made all the difference. And now I've got to figure out how to establish some rhythm here.
Okay.
I've got a little
Put
bit of
your
rhythm
right foot on the foot pedal,
right
left foot
here
on the hi-hat pedal.
All right.
And cross your hands. I know you're lefty, but we're gonna
Look at this.
The right hand on top. Okay. And first thing you're gonna do is hit your right foot and your right hand together. Okay.
That's one.
And then the second part is hit the hi-hat alone.
Okay.
So do that. Do that. Start with that. Okay. You got that.
Got it. 1, 2.
Okay. And now we're gonna need some snare. This is the backbeat. All right. And we're gonna hit these together, right and left hand together. And then lastly is just the hi-hat alone. So if you can complete that sequence,
I'm counting
I'll
pros.
give you a couple minutes to get that.
I can play with you guys
And
next
then
year.
you're a member of the Bryan Bros band.
Okay, this is unbelievable.
You'll make a lot of money.
All right, here we go. Whoops, I
Almost.
messed up. I almost had it. I
That's
got
good
through
though,
before,
I mean.
yeah.
That's really good. Now you just gotta keep going.
Keep going.
With it.
Okay.
Don't stop.
Don't stop.
No pressure.
No pressure, right on the camera, huh? Oh shoot,
That's
I keep wanting
good,
to
though.
go there.
It usually takes people, an hour. I've seen guys that never get it. Like my agent was here the other day, and he just couldn't do it. He just quit.
Johnny T not getting
Yeah.
there, huh?
So you gotta stay relaxed.
I can do
and
that. I
just-
can relax.
Yeah, that was good. This guy's good. It's basically you don't want to be thinking too much. It's like tennis.
Right.
If you're thinking a million different things, you're not going to be in the zone. And right now, you just cancel out the brain, let the body take over.
All right, here we go.
Wow. This guy's good.
All right, so we're gonna take a little time out here. We're gonna head out to the gym a little bit later. We'll do another tip for you guys. Mike Bryan's got a special tip for you, but this has been unbelievable to learn. Get my first lesson on the drums. Yeah, the 4-part series, and it's a lot like tennis, right? You're breaking it down into little bitty parts, and then the sum is going to be much greater than the parts. Again, thank you so much. Next year, I'm going to come to a tournament and do my little riff.
Awesome, man.
All right,
Can't wait.
awesome. Okay,
All right.
Thanks.
All right, I'm just going to show you how it's done here. I've been playing drums my whole life. As I said before, my dad started me on the drums when I was 3 years old and taught me all the oldies. But now I've started playing guitar, but I still got a little drumming skills left, so I'm going to show you something.
guys, got Mike Bryan here. Earlier he showed me how to use the drums. I can't say that I did a great job. He gave me props on my beginning lesson, my 4-step process. Now we're gonna give you Mike's little pre-ritual before he gets ready to return serve. You always wanna know what's inside the mind of some of the best players in the world. Well, we've got Mike Bryan here. He's a legend on the doubles court as one of the best, if not the best doubles team of all time, the Bryans. And why don't you take it away and tell me a little bit, Mike, about this concept of before you return serve. It's a 3-all point, and you've got to return serve. Why don't you actually kind of physically walk us through what you do? I know you got your barefoot, but hey, no worries. You can still walk around and show us what's up.
Yeah, so I play the ag chord, and a lot of the big break points come to me. So I think that I usually bear the burden of most of the pressure on the team. I tell Bob that every day.
Right.
And if in 3-all format, I take the break point. So so I have certain rituals I go through to kind of stay relaxed and rise up in the big moments. And you know, after the point's over, this is where I'm going back to so usually I'll walk back. You know, when you're nervous, a lot of times your feet lock down. So if you watch us play, we're jumping around a lot. I'm getting rid of a lot of that nervous energy. And then when I step to the line, I'm visualizing where I want my return to go. And I'm visualizing the best outcome of my return. Usually it's picking the alley, going for a winner. So I'm actually seeing in my head the picture.
I really hope you got a ton of value out of today's short video lesson and you can go apply it to your game right away. Now, if you want to be a part of our growing worldwide tennis community and get the best online tennis lessons on the planet, go ahead and click below and we're going to help you go to the next level. I'm really looking forward to helping you in the future with your tennis.